What up, yo? What it do, what it is. This is the Peace Dealer, and welcome to your weekly live astrology horoscope. I have not gone to sleep at all. I think I just literally had like 2 or 3 hours of sleep here. So if you're wondering what's up with my eyes, it's because I've been having interstellar astral adventures. Add that on top of intergalactic time space spirit police officers that are chasing me and other people who aren't exactly from this multiverse, then you could kind of, understand where I'm coming from. Mars is like retrograding on my north node, and Mercury is on my south. So this is where this like time space interlapping comes through. But there's a lot of messages I have for you this week. For those of you who truly walk this path of light, this is really one of those last weeks that you really understand what it truly means to represent the light in its classic fashion. There's a whole new age and generation of evil that's awakening, and it's not necessarily the type of evil that puts on devil horns, sieges you in your face. There's a very, very powerful upsurgence that is as simple as puberty that's happening in kids worldwide, but also an adult puberty or an adult level of evolution, grand water drive, that is more so or less knocking the vestiges of dust and archaic space rubble off of your super consciousness. So right off the bat, for those of you whose energy has felt super wonky, the sun has been opposite Saturn and the planet of death for a good like 17 days now. So nothing normal is supposed to be happening to you right now. And your energy, your literal aura and energy body is undergoing extreme pressure that either makes or breaks you. And now let me kind of give you another crushing blow. When I say this is like evil uprising, I'm talking about the force of pressure that can completely twist somebody's morals and demoralize who someone is. This isn't just Pluto opposite you, it's Saturn and Pluto opposite Cancer. So there's literally like a 10% Belgrade curve where a lot of people are just going to lose their hearts to the darkness. Okay, we are headed towards the greatest and darkest night. Fast forward to 2020, when we have late 2019, 2020, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto in Capricorn. We're going to have no Sagittarius, no Gemini, no Libra, no Aries other than Chiron, no Aquarius, and no Leo. So we don't even look for Aquarius to light, because Aquarius is really the stars with Leo, but in the vast universe. So we're headed into a bright night, because after Capricorn, we're headed to Aquarius, which is even more detached. This whole phenomenon of people being mildly insensitive, but even more detached to humanity, which is a great thing. But short term, not so much. we're getting there. And most of you have felt this to your horror. Those of you who are empaths, this is a generational collective thing where people's morals are a lot looser, but it has nothing to do with morality. It has little to do with morality. It has more to do with the darkness in people's hearts that is evolving, along with, of course, people's supernatural aptitude to cognitively process their surroundings so much better as opposed to a short 6 months ago. Okay. And so you have the pressure of Saturn and Pluto weighing down on people's emotional bodies, where this is that energy where a lot of people are like, you know what? Screw my 9-to-5 job. I'm selling drugs. I'm doing something that is going to be my way. All right. Or, that 10%, you know what I mean? That small percentage of people who still keep their purity. A lot of people's purity is going to get distorted because when you go through so much psychological trauma and drama, as everyone collectively is having to basically come to terms with what the world expects from them versus how content and comfortable they are with themselves. And this isn't shit that you can really fake. I mean, it's like your feelings, while also having to deal with what your heart is standing for. All this Leo energy is having you stand for yourself and be like, you know what? I don't care if the whole world thinks I'm a giant loser. I'm the shit. And, I will have this party of self-love in my heart. And this is where things switch gears. Once we step into 2021, once we step into 2022, totalitarian regime that is more from you than any government, which is going to be weird. Okay. This level of independence is going to spark off quantum revelations and genius insights. However, that light, that passion will have long since grown cold, and you need to tap into your reason to do it now, because we're not going to have any light or fire moving forward after 2019. 2019 is the last great light. Okay. And now that we have Leo, right, the North Node, that we could take it for granted, but like you're going to really be at that point where you only really have your belief in yourself and like the self-love and passion that you have to get you through probably one of the most challenging times humanity itself will be facing. Worry not, I come with reality hacks and Saturnian homework. The best way to circumvent a collective conscious awakening that will further and dramatically skyrocket the influence the younger generation has is to corrupt it and steer people's hearts the wrong way. So, of course, on your part, the best way to circumvent this is to really spend this week while we have this new moon focusing on what it is you do what you do for, and who are you to the core. Because the middle of this week, this new moon that we're going to have is going to be exactly opposite Pluto. This is that make or break period that ushers in a breakthrough into the new world, where once again you have to be ever increasingly present and aware of the dark and negative spirits and energies around you that project from others, because your willingness to transmute it versus letting it feed off your negativity is going to show over the next 3 months who really achieves victory and who ends up being a slave to negative losers who think they can manipulate vibrations behind the scenes. They are very covert private sector spies who are very super psychic, trained like the likes of Agent Rovanov, and they live everyday normal lives on the surface where you may not know. You have certain people who might tell you on a daily basis. There are people who are trained heavily and specially by military ops, by private sectors that aren't even affiliated to the government. And they have been making their move since 2015. Frequency warfare. This is going to get way more important, and there's more at stake because you watching this have a greater ability to discern with your free will more so than a long time. In fact, ever since 1989, there has been a radical and ridiculously incredulous and amazing shift in how much quicker you can manifest things with your intent. I mean, smartphones are one proof of that since 1989 till now. And you are pioneering the new wave of this super conscious thought. But I hope you also know it comes at a price. Your moves are being monitored. Your every single idiosyncrasy is being heavily analyzed. And so make sure you know you don't want to play your whole hand before the big showdown. You're being looked at, and you don't have to really think about that in a paranoid way when you remember like the level at which you're being analyzed and seen is on levels you can't escape. So it's nothing that you can hide from, and it's something you can embrace because you're also gaining power from the greater realization of who you are. Now, let me not sugarcoat this because this week alone is opening the door to some ridiculously dark realizations. First of all, today and tomorrow, we're in a balsamic phase. This is the dark phase of the moon in Gemini. You're going to uncover sacred truths that you must keep to yourself. You, deep in your subconscious, have been ruminating something that's very, very powerful to your soul, to the core of who you are. It's something that might have been so, those truths in life that are just so amazing. It's like you have to keep telling yourself over and over because you almost can't believe it's true. Today and tomorrow, you're finally coming up with the final piece of the puzzle that will make this click into gear in ways that will shock you, because it's going to take what you thought you understood over the past 6 years and introduce a new element that not only confirms this, but has you understand this in a totally new way. And the reason for this is you're stepping into the main arc that's going to fully establish the full merit and worth of what you are meant to do since 2009. All right, especially for people born after that. But I don't know what else to say. Like, the darkness is going to be live. So fully expect people to uncharacteristically lash out at you. I'm sorry, some people are weak-minded, so they're going to be easy prey to these energetic vampires who possess them. So don't take it personally. If someone is lashing out at you, they're using you as a soundboard to lash out their negativity. So shift your focus to the vibration and not the person, okay? The greater opening of one's heart and powers allows them to tap into near limitless energy. But the cost that comes at is it also opens one up to possession, to being influenced, and you have to make sure you really understand a lot of how this is going out. Electric Crystal says, I'm super horny. Is that normal? Okay, The whole basis of this power and the body draining is sexual. So that's fantastic question. For those of you who are feeling more aroused sexually than usual, especially if you're Pluto Scorpio or Sagittarius, born 84 to 2008, this is a sign that your Kundalini is supercharging and that your energy is releasing. You're releasing like eons and years worth of energy from the depths of your unconscious. And there's a deeper level of sexual energy that will permeate, but it's expressing itself in you being so much more horny than usual. So if you're suppressing that, this is actually going to horribly backfire on you. And you want to make sure you're finding healthy avenues to express it. Great time to be creative, but the level of horniness that's going to arise is going to be even greater. And you want to know that this is 100% linked to your superpowers. All right. You're actually going to be given the opportunity to feel deeper into this energy. So kind of learn to sit with it. But we're going to do an important meditation right now. We're going to open this multi-dimensional necro door. It is a magical door of multi-dimensional capability, and out from it will walk through your greatest self. We are going to hack your superconscious and configure your superpowers. Now, this is going to be a hard pill for some of you to swallow, but a lot of humanity has been sold out a long time ago. Ever since Uranus and Neptune, there are a lot of people walking around who are sleeper cells. There are a lot of people who are possessed. And the way that this battle is fought is super subtle. You're not going to want to look for the people who are openly or obviously a problem child, or who are openly obviously on the bad side. Not to say that they don't have ties. We are dealing with a sinister psychic counter force that is supremely intelligent and has had thousands of years to study humanity as an extra dimensional entity that exists and resonates as the vibration of the darker vibration and facets of our consciousness, manifestations of fear, envy, hatred. Think about what I'm saying. You or the average human probably has a lifespan these days of 70 to 89 if you're rich and healthy, 120 if you're trying to go God body and beyond. But hatred, envy, you know what I'm saying? Pride, these vibrations have existed way longer than your human incarnation. Like they're old, like they've been around, like they've known your grandparents, they've known your great grandparents, they've tempted them. So like these are wise old entities. Just like planets have consciousnesses, your emotions are not purely just irrational in the lens of fully functional conscious meat suits filled with people whose hearts are closed and whose minds are off because they're literally on autopilot. They make the best people to possess. And the way these dark forces work is minimally. They don't necessarily have to pull out the brakes to convince or to try and do it because it's so easy. The way things are programmed is to facilitate this. So trust me when I say certain facets of your awakening and activation are being challenged by these beings who don't necessarily have to explain, or people who are possessed don't even have to know they're being possessed by a certain force. Unless you have Sagittarius energy or Leo energy, you can literally see it in other people. And Sagittariuses have that Neptune square. So they're a little bit freaked out because it's like a video game. They know once they press A and address it, it's a random battle. Anyway, I don't know what else to tell you. Some of you are still caught up on the throes of the fact that you have a divine partner who vibrates at a Godspeed level with you, and the non-verbal aspects of your aura communicate in ways that give each other synchronicities. You, if you understand what I'm talking about, have connected with a certain vibration or aspect with this individual, and you need to trust that they have too. But you have your own perspective and they have their own perspective. So they're not going to see it as you see it, or even have the same feelings about it. Okay. Also, some of you kind of see things from a higher awareness, and so they may not necessarily tap into the connection as strongly as you do, but that doesn't necessarily make their perception any less or any weaker. This is just offsetting the balance. A lot of these dynamics are coming completely to full circle. So this is especially powerful for those of you who are ready to step into this twin flame dynamic. Remember, with the divine partnership of this caliber, you are having to surrender your will to the higher superconscious self that aligns with the greatest good of everyone involved. You are going to manifest one of your greatest desires, or a lot of them this week, but it's going to come at a profound sacrifice. And this isn't necessarily anything you can decide against, because everything you're manifesting from your greatest desires is everything that was put into fruition 2011 and then again 2014. You're actually getting your return on investment from 3 and 6 years ago. 6 years ago now being 2012. But see, a lot of you guys went through hell during 2012, 2014, and you thought you weren't going to get a stimulus package. I think a lot of you guys thought you were just going to kind of get, like, you know what I'm saying, have to go, some of you guys felt like you had to go through like 6 ego deaths, and then your spirit guides are like, okay, I know you think this is done, but you still have like 4 ego deaths and like 2 other profound epiphanies to go. But trust me, the Saturn timed this out to where instead of giving you your rewards 2014, you're getting them now. And you know what I'm talking about. There's certain things that you were ready for and you knew were going to manifest 2011 and then 2014, but it's like it delayed. It's like, what the hell? Like, it's there. It's almost like it strung you on, especially with twin flames. It didn't string you along. It was cast in the future to where everything will be set, because Saturn is a bitch timing so much. Like, it has to be finicky. It has to be right. It has to be at this time. So we're going to do this ritual, and then I'm going to give you the homework at the end of this. Okay? Now, I'm going to be honest. This ritual, I just pulled the Magician. This is a divine magic ritual. Okay? The way divine magic works is that it can warp and alter the realms of reality. We're taking the subjective magic of your imagination with Pisces, and we're going to overlap and merge this with the critical reality of Virgo. Your willingness to believe in what you're imagining is that simple. Now, let me kind of break this down, because before 1989, when Neptune was still like in Sagittarius or Capricorn, right? In the 1970s, when Neptune was in Sagittarius, humanity had not reached the level to which we can harness the imagination realm at reality warping levels. Neptune has been in Pisces before, but there's a deep significance to the resurgence of higher magical energy and for people to be able to focus their aura and life force and manipulate that we can do now that we couldn't do before. So when I tell you to really just imagine a door coming up and opening to a multi-dimension, it may literally strike some of you off as kind of weird that it's that easy, but it's even easier than I'm suggesting to you. So I kind of want you to let go of the notion that to perform arcane, highly complex, divine magic requires some illustrious, elaborate method that you have to have 16,000 candles. You have to wait until the moon is the third quarter square. No, we have like Sun and Pisces people who do that work for us. The fact that we have over 100,000 Sun and Pisces people and Moon and Pisces people that exist coincidingly with us sharing our vibration means that because they hold space for us, then all we need to do is just believe in what we're saying and it will be manifest. Okay. If maybe there was like no Pisces, oh my gosh, we would have to like grind our ass off to do magic spells. But we have Virgo. Okay, we have Virgo representatives too. So all we need to do is imagine it and believe it could be possible, and you can make it happen. So let me once again kind of backtrack, because I hope some of you aren't really doing too much work. Your body is going through a lot of this process. There's a huge metamorphosis process that's happening, and the whole process, and purpose of this is to hit your emotional body where it hurts. If you've been feeling a certain level of insecurity, you're wanting to embrace this, because the whole purpose of this is to feel it and not let it get to you. I hope this makes sense. They're negative apparitions that are being sent and projected by you that are manifesting in the whole nature of your negative thoughts to literally beat you up vibrationally and to vampirically drain from your negative energy. This is being done so you have the opportunity to transmute this energy positively, okay? So that you can stand face with people who you know don't like you, but you stand your ground, because it's like, I am in control of my sacred space. I am aligned with my sacred space. You must be willing to walk through the face of danger, knowing that you're unfuckwittable, like no one's touching you. So let us do this. Once again, I got the Magician and the Moon, my friends. So this ritual is going to shift energies in your life instantly and dramatically. This is a balsamic phase. The middle of the week is a new moon, and then the end of the week is the moon in Leo on the North Node. Everything about your life is changing this week, but everything about your life changed last week. Last month. This week, we're out of the mutable change and we're into the next level. The cardinal signs push us to a new doors and the next level, okay? Shout out to Brooke Jones, who knows magic is real. She's Virgo, Pisces, and Sagittarius. The closest ones to magic are the mutable signs. So if you're a mutable sign, you need to know you're an authority on magic, okay? If you are a mutable sign, Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, Gemini, you are an authority on magic. Don't let other people tell you how to magic. Don't let these low mana ass mofos tell you how to craft spells. They don't even know you can craft for real. Okay? Don't let these, because people are going to get that spark of magic where they manifest an intent and it clicks, and then they're going to act all magical hippie. Okay? Don't let these people, all right? When it comes to power, the 48 laws of power, When it comes to like psychic power, that's the cardinal signs. Okay, that's Cancer, that's Capricorn, that's Libra, that's Aries. They can tell you a thing or two about power. Okay, when it comes to wealth, when it comes to acquisition, right? When it comes to love and influence, that's the fixed sign. That's Taurus, that's Scorpio, that's Leo, that's Aquarius. Aquarius could tell you a thing about influencing friends and gaining currency in the form of people. And Taurus can literally drop wisdom for days on gathering money, okay? But when it comes to magic, when it comes to this higher complex magic, mutable signs, you are emerging your true magic signature. You have an energy signature. Everyone has an energy signature to how you can feel people by. You are merging your true signature. And this is going to set this over the edge. This is a simple technique, but it's going to do a lot. So I want you to breathe down to your diaphragm. Let all that stress go. Some of you have negative entities attached on you because, and if this applies to you, then just drain the energy down to your feet and the entity will go away. But some of you have opened up a negative spiral of thought constructs where you've let in a negative thought and you fed that negative thought. That's an entity attaching itself to you. Worry not. We're going through a dark Cancer season, so entities are trying to attach to everyone. So don't worry about this, but just let go of that negative thought spiral and just relax. Breathe in down to your diaphragm, satisfaction, and breathe out, gratitude. Also, know you're being watched at any capacity. There are people who want to assess your skills, and there are people who want to see how real of a deal you dealia and a dealie is. So keep in mind that, you know, you're being checked out, and don't let it necessarily scare you or shock you, because some of you have been feeling this for a while. Just know we're getting darker, yo. I've never really seen the sitcom or the show Supernatural, but I really want you, like, we're stepping out of the first level. So Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer is the first level, baby. This is the first human to meta-human level. We're stepping into level 2, okay? Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. This is where shit gets real. This is where we're having a twist right now. We're about to step onto the red carpet, and Cancer season is literally filling in the gas of our energetic spirit we're going to carry up the mountain to Capricorn. So you're going to come into hardcore realizations this week where certain things you looked up at an ideal and thought, when it comes to your path, it's completely switching up. Like Mars went to Aquarius and then knowledge dropped on you, and it's like, oh my gosh, I think I've been looking at what I've been trying to do the entire wrong way. And some of you are completely switching. Some of you are realizing, whoa, I've been going left this whole time and I was supposed to go right. Wow, I was on the red team the whole time. Really, I had no idea I was on the blue team. And what's being aspected? The nodes. So some of you are having identity crisis where like your past life self is waking up, but your past life self and the memories that you have from an old way of thinking or your original way of thinking completely switches your path. This is Mars retrograding, like, oh, I need to completely go at this different. Case in example, when Goku came to this planet, Goku's original intent coming here as a Saiyan was to grow up and then take over the planet. Okay, so a transit like this is like an alien. Swear to God, I swear to God, this is Mars and Aquarius. This is like the astrology that's going on is so crazy, guys. Like, I don't even know how to really say this. Realities are merging. There's a whole realm of magical possibility and mythological constructs that are merging into this world because of things that have been done since 1996 that we have to pay the consequence for. As simple as cartoons and movies that were made that are now manifesting since they were subconsciously planted in people 10 years ago. If we want to just take it at that sliver. Okay. So once again, some of you are awakening past life memories. This is like Goku realizing, oh, snap, I'm a Saiyan. I thought I was supposed to protect humanity, but I'm really supposed to actually destroy it. Okay, this is an extreme example, but this is playing out for you guys. Okay, and some of you are having to make the powerful karmic decision of how do I actually balance this, or do I completely own where I'm supposed to? Okay, now trust me, a lot of you watching this are either going through your first Saturn return or your second Saturn return. Inevitably, flaws in any structure that are ruling come to light, especially with this Jupiter and Scorpio. What you're having to really come to terms with is that the silver lining of order is not as flawless as we thought. And the consequences for the corruption of structures we were supposed to trust are now manifesting in the hugest lack of trust in government the world has seen in a long time, regardless of people's blind fealty to any opposing structure or governing structure. Now, I'm only going to say this once because this is super powerful. There is an independent collective mind hive, or rather, an independent thought that you're having independently, but also happening collectively, that's allowing people now with this greater soul strength to make their own independent decision. Trust me when I say people will choose themselves and their families over the natural order 10 times out of 10. Okay? Despite people who naturally uphold law and order, those are exceptions in days like this. People are going to have to make decisions where it's like, am I going to decide on something that's right to do, but comes at the cost of my family and people I love? Or am I going to make a choice that helps the people I love at the expense of doing something that's wrong? This is why I was saying some of you could literally just flip a 180, drop out of school, completely quit your job, and become a mob boss, underworld syndicate drug leader overnight. And listen, I'm not talking about you're flirting with the idea. I'm talking about shit gets real, shit hits the fan, and like you have to make this decision, and it's happening quick. There's nothing about what's happening that's like normal, and it's going to take great tenacity. That's why I was saying a lot of people are going to be corrupted by this influence, and it's going to take a pure heart and soul to really come out still pure. So breathe in satisfaction, breathe out gratitude. Breathe in satisfaction down to your diaphragm. Feel that and breathe out gratitude. All right. So I want you to see yourself 6 months from now. Okay. I want you to see yourself 6 months from now. Where are you 6 months from now? And I want you to breathe that into your vessel as satisfaction and breathe out gratitude. Okay. Okay, so as you are breathing into yourself and activating your breath, we're going to take our moon and sun hand, unify it, and bring up this gate. Simple procedure. Continue to maintain your breath. Point your hands down, bring them up, right? The top is air and the bottom is earth. So we're bringing heaven to earth and then we're bringing it back up. And now take your right hand and just put it up. And now I want you to imagine and envision a black door rising up from the ground. This black door is a multi-dimensional necro gate. This black door is a reflection of the darkest part of your soul. And I don't mean evil, I mean like the yin, the darkest part of your soul. So, what does the door look like? How tall is the door? Is it a huge door? Is it a small door? Okay, this is a Uranus hack, by the way. Is it a small door? Is it a huge door? Is it your size? How thick is the door? Is there anything around the door? When the door came, was it just the door that came? So I want you to really just take some time to study the nature of this door. Really flesh it out and see it. Okay. So before we open the door, okay, this is going to reveal a whole lot of your inner world. Check this out. So if the door you have was very huge, okay, now that the door's up, you can maintain your hand too. If the door you have is like super huge, then this means that the breadth and the enormity or the hugeness of your destiny and your path allows for you to want a lot of people in your inner world. If you have a huge door, then you will invite a lot of people into your inner world. If the door was really small, then you're very, very private. Like you don't let anyone in your inner world. So if the door is smaller than you, if any of you had a door that's too small for your body to fit in, this means that you feel you need to sacrifice parts of yourself before your energy allows you in. Okay, this black door is a representation of the most unconscious parts of your power. Okay, if the door is super small, you won't let anyone in, and someone has to be like super, super like specific to know you. If the door is big, you open up healthy enough boundaries, or it could be too big where you let too many people into your private life. So whether that's good or not depends on you. Okay. Now the thickness of the door. If the door is very thick, if it's like an unbreakable black door that's super thick, that means you have super, 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 super strong will. Okay. Versus if the door is like very flimsy or if the door is easily breakable, then this means that you feel currently at the moment you're not necessarily at your strongest. But however, if the door is brittle, that doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. This means that your ability to access your energy is swift. Okay. It's just too fragile that it could be easily tampered with. Versus if it's strong, it might take a lot longer to actually, completely access. All right. And finally, if the door is if there's anything that came up around the door, So when you imagine the door, if like it was a part of a luxurious residence, if anything else came up with the door, you're very grounded in this dimension, and harnessing your power has much to do with harnessing everything in your reality. If just the door came up and you were around this infinite expanse and there wasn't much, then you harness this energy from outside this realm. Okay, so keep that in mind. You choose who comes in this door, and now it is time to open this door. Okay, you can access this door once again by unifying the sun and moon hands, heaven to earth, up, whoosh, putting this up here. Okay, so also last thing to say is, how far away was the door from you? If you had to walk a distance to the door, then that means you have to focus really hard on your energy before you really tap into it. And it's not a bad thing. It actually means that other people need to take their time with you before they can enter your inner sanctum. Versus if it was right in front of you, then you can harness your power like this. Okay, so keep that in mind. So other than that, it is time to open this door. Okay, if if when opening the door you pushed it forward versus you had to pull it out versus if it slid. So if you had to push it forward, right? If you find that the door is constantly changing, it's fluctuating your state of power too. But if you had to push the door forward, then your power is something that you have to fall forward into. For those of you who push the door forward, moving in, you have to be comfortable with acting first and then understanding what you're doing after you take the action, so you can trust your intuition. All right, if you had to push the door open and walk forward, then you can trust your intuition and take action, and then it'll make sense. If Funny Val got sucked in, same concept. If you had to go backwards and then move forward, you want to strategically assess with your intuition first and then take action. If you had to move backward first, allow things to come to you and then move through. All right. And then if it just split open, or if it was already open, then you don't necessarily I mean, you if it's already open or it slides open, you kind of have both leeway. You can move forward, you can do nothing, you can strategize. All right, you're not necessarily bound, let's say. So now that the door is open, especially if it slides, it's pretty advanced. So now that the door is open, at the middle of the door is just quantum light. Once you walk through, it'll be another dimension, but you don't want to walk through this door. You can walk through this door whenever you want and do this Uranus hack. And when you walk through that door, you'll enter your own inner world. But out from this door walks the greatest version of yourself. Okay? The you in this time-space continuum that exists because you have made the decision to become this individual. For example, think about some of you who have made the decision to lose weight, okay? And over 2 months, you have made the decision to lose 10 pounds or 20 pounds. You have surely made the decision, and 2 months from now, you will lose 20 pounds. Because this is in your head and you have decided on it, the actions and the steps that you're going to take over the next 2 months are predestined in accordance to your commitment. So now that energy exists. This is why commitment is so magical. That energy exists not even so much in the future, but in a quantum realm of possibility that you can engage with real time. So this energy is coming out of the door. Your truest, greatest self. What do you see? I want you to continue this breathing exercise. What do you see? What do you feel? What does this person look like? Now I want you to envision this person stepping up to you, putting their hands on your head. Warning, this is where things get real. Putting their hands on your head and now bestowing their energy and power on you. This is a sneak peek for the new moon ceremony we're gonna do. Bestowing their energy on your head. Some of you are gonna really feel this tingling. Now I want you to feel them directly inserting their essence into you here in the present as you commit to be this person. What does it feel like? What does the greatness of you feel like as it's pouring into your cells? You are this person now. All right. So I want you to stay doing that meditation. When you're done, thank your greatest self, have them walk through the door, and now you can close the door. See that when you put your hand down, see the door go down, and then heaven to earth again. Bam. All right. And you can do this in your own way. Shout out to Sarah Rose, who feels utter joy. This is, I know you're a Leo sun and a Gemini moon, so that's super real. Like if you feel utter joy, Leos and Aquariuses have the closest contact with the multi-dimensional time-space continuum. So if anyone can contact the future, Leo energy, it's you. And Venus is 29 degrees Leo. So I want you to, Venus is 0 degrees Virgo right now. So I want you to now make a wish to Neptune. Oh God, no. I want you to make a wish to Neptune. Okay. Neptune is going to beam this through your heart, and it's going to manifest this instantly as it builds to the Venus and Virgo transit. Venus and Virgo is taking the fantasy and the imagination from the quantum realm, and it's manifesting it really through your heart. So Virgo answers the question, how? All you need to do now that you've beamed this energy, I know you feel this vibration, is to simply envision Neptune beaming down to your heart, and now breathe in satisfaction and breathe in the manifestation of your wishes and breathe out gratitude. And I evoke a challenge to you. Don't try and make this real. Just make a wish and give it like a 48-hour, 24-hour deadline, because allowing your subconscious to pick up very quickly on how this is manifesting will get you more involved in the process. You are, should you choose to accept, are going to be growing a vibration. I'm sorry having you do like Uranus hacks, but I'm trying to hook you up because right now Uranus is trine Venus. This is the first Uranus trine Venus ever. What you can do, and we're going to do Venus and Virgo soon, and I'm going to say this again there, is to carry the vibration in your heart. So what is your fantasy? What is your fantasy when it comes to love? This is evoking a feeling right now. Carry this feeling. You carrying this feeling is going to emanate it in your frequency, and it's going to mutably bring this in, and it's going to instantly manifest it. But Virgo is about consistency. So just feel it in your heart. And I want you to just focus it. Do the breathing exercise. Breathe out gratitude. Breathe in Neptune's divine magic energy. Breathe out gratitude. Should you choose to accept, keep this vibration in your focus, and it's going to manifest this. Okay, super real. Don't worry about how. And this exercise is going to make you super horny. Control your sexual energy. I'm not going to tell some of you to fap or not, you know what I'm saying? But control your sexual energy. The more you retain the sexual energy, the stronger it will manifest your intent. Okay, so I'm giving you like keys here. Maintain this breath. Literally breathe in your fantasy being real. Take your time to really like etch it out. Take your time to really imagine it. And if you need to make it very much so super unrealistic, do so. So the universe can show you it got magic too. Okay, this week is going to be one of the greatest breakthroughs for you. You're more psychic than you ever thought. Okay, so this is the final light, the breaking point, and the evil awakening is happening. So transmute darkness in the face of negative vampirism, where people are literally going, people are snapping, people's moral compasses are off, they're more morally ambiguous than ever. And some of you are having to feel into this too. Don't identify with it. Stay true to you. You have an idea about who you are. You have an inner knowing about who you are. And trust me, it's not easy to speak on this because the politics around it are in a sense where you are not 100% in the right, but you are 100% in the real. Abstract concepts that were hard to accept about yourself and others over the past 6 years are coming into profound clarity tonight and tomorrow. This balsamic phase in Gemini is a divine emergence, and you're going to develop your magic signature, which is why I just had you feel into what your greatest self feels like. What is this feeling of greatness? Okay, because when it comes to this negative vampirism, the way this is going to work is you're going to feel negative psychic attack. You're going to feel negative vibrations. I want you to, every time you feel like negatively responding or reacting in a very vulnerable, triggered way, just imagine all that energy is being drained by entities who are trying to push your buttons vibrationally and have you think negatively and have you in a downward spiral. Yes, MK Limitless. Be very, very aware, because you can, the reason why this is good is even though it's a double-edged sword, you can flip this on its head. And when people or energies try and push your buttons, you transmute that energy into purity. And I don't mean so in the sense where you take the bigger road and you respond more maturely. I mean this in a very spiritual warfare sense where you take that negativity in and you transmute that hoe. You transmute that hoe. Okay, yo? And I'm so serious. Okay. This is going to be unprecedented. Calling all celestial survivors. All right, I'm going to be channeling here. Calling all celestial survivors. You need to understand the spiritual vibrational frequency framework against you has finished its final phase, and they're moving to completely end you. There's a celestial spirit squad force that has awakened its power since 2004. And these are crystalline, diamond, and indigo children who can have fluent telepathic communication with other star beings. Your type is being hunted against. Your type is being completely looked for. You've been isolated and you've been alienated. By the way, I am not part of this group, so please don't think that I'm personalizing this and projecting this on people. This is actually going to resonate more with a younger generation born after the year 1995, but some of the older generation can resonate too. Oh, Carrie Martin just said cloak and dagger. Someone has the right idea. You celestial spirit squad force and you awakening in humans. Some of you are mutants that are coming open. You are being psychically and vibrationally tampered with because the quality of your vibration emits a frequency where people who can literally read frequencies like infrared and they can sense who has higher vibrations pinpoints you and makes it very difficult for you to go out because you can feel yourself being preyed on. You can feel your vibrational strings being pulled on by many different directions. Going outside and connecting with certain people is different for an extrovert than it is for an introvert. But even extroverts are becoming introverts temporarily. Once again, I have to let you understand over the next 3 months, very harsh world events that occur will flip the switch where certain people are not going to really care anymore. And this has been a switch people have been teetering on for a long time. You're going to see gradually a lot more people taking for granted the civil liberties they have and really just going off the deep end. Remember, people hurt people hurt people. Before you judge somebody, before you see the symptom, because what we see, guys, are the symptom. What we see is the result of months and years worth of depression, years worth of being invalidated, years worth of being psychically attacked. And then this all just completely devolves and pops open and somebody murders somebody. Somebody robs a bank. Somebody gets in a high speed car chase. Somebody completely loses their goddamn mind. This does not happen overnight. And just like this doesn't happen overnight, your supernatural evolution has not happened overnight. Some of you have spent day and night desperately seeking release from the bondage that is your own shadow and negative habits. And you had to go through different lessons and different ego deaths. And some of you didn't have a mentor. Some of you didn't have anyone at your corner. Some of you went through some supremely dark shit that no one really knows how to understand because they went through their own dark chapter and no one is really in a position to kind of pat you on the back and let you know you've been through some revolutionary shit. Don't believe me? Who else in a 20-year period has gone through so many advancements and developments of consciousness and technology to where things are societally accepted at almost freakishly haunting levels? And that's an exaggeration. But this acceleration and advancement of consciousness is wearing its toll, but those years worth of inner work are paying off. Because if you didn't do the inner work and you were faking it, and you really were just doing things for other people and to look a certain way, this is the week it all comes out on its ass. And like you will be completely torn and broken asunder, and Pluto will break you from your bones. But for those of you who have, you're going to look death right in the face, and you're going to be like, I'm not afraid of you. There's nothing you can take from me that I have not built deep inside myself, so that even if you shatter and break my bones, you can never break the truest essence that is my soul. Not everyone's going to experience this victory in Leo season. Everyone wants to experience victory. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Nobody wants to go through those nights where they really wonder if they're still going to make it. And we're headed into the darkest night, where all you're going to have is your belief in yourself and the merits of those actions. It's a trade-off. By the time we head into that darkest night period, Jupiter will be in Sagittarius. So Jupiter in Sagittarius is your superconscious coming alive. When Jupiter transits Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, shit gets so fun because your superconscious comes alive. And for the next 4 years, you do the most magical shit you've ever done. This is a true evolution. So the good news is that you're going to have your superpowers on lock. Okay. 2011 took our general aptitude and awareness that evolved our sense of self with Jupiter and Aries and has completely ethered and transformed this. We have shed the dead weight. We have gone from Jupiter and Aries all the way to Scorpio. Study Jupiter cycles because we relaunched 2010. So in order for you to understand this, where were you 2010? A lot of people were just beginning a filler arc. I just moved to El Paso, Texas. Okay, like where were you? Because the full merit of how you have evolved since then is going to emerge. Once Jupiter goes in Sagittarius, this is your super consciousness showing you how you can show your inner world and bring it out. This is your higher alchemy. So the good news is you're going to have your own personal superpowers on deck to where you can hold your own. The bad news is you're going to have to fight until you can't fight anymore. Yeah, you're going to have the superpowers, but you're going to have to use them to fight a battle beyond your limits, where you're fighting past you think you can go and you still have to go. And there's not going to be any light to spur you on and to inspire you. It's just your pure willpower and what guts you have on the inside. And a lot of people don't have those type of guts because when things get hard, they completely lose faith. Or it's not as simple as that. Some people have just been broken left and right and they don't have anything. So some of you, this is going to resonate more than others because you've already been visited. Some of you have, especially once again, you celestial star lords and inhumans, some of you have already been visited through other human beings. Most of those humans don't know that they are sleeper cells or higher faculties. Some of these sleeper cells are atheists and like super critically minded people. They don't even know in like less than 2 years they're about to awaken superpowers. Like there's a lot of people right now, and I want to say maybe like a good 30% of the world population who's super skeptical. Like they've been holding on to their type beliefs for a while, and they're about to just awaken. Like the people who are super skeptical have the most psychic energy. Like it kind of trades off like that, and it's a self-denial that they're having. Kind of like Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange didn't believe in any of this shit, but he's Sorcerer Supreme because now their critical discernment works for them. They know how to spot the BS and they can slowly embrace their heart, which they didn't necessarily do in the beginning. So this also speaks to you, certain facets you were skeptical about, but you have been visited. Some people have outrightly slipped you the truth through other people. Some people have a Leo sun, so they need to be able to show you with their Leo energy what you've been thinking in your head. Some people have Gemini energy, and we've literally been telling people their thoughts, or their inner world. Some people have Pisces energy and give you the real deal. So you're going to continue to be visited and definitely be ready to transform. Your greatest desire since 2011 is going to come, but it's going to come at a great sacrifice. So for those of you who are ready, this is really a greater mandatory apotheosis, okay? I was trying to wager for the human clan. I was one of the very few souls that wanted to wager for the human clan to keep certain facets of our humanity. Nope, they're putting the hacks on it. Everyone has to go through a mandatory apotheosis, and that's why our bodies are so hard to handle. Everyone's having to really transform into God consciousness. If you're born after 2008, or some of you born after 95, you don't have to go through this process of apotheosis because you were born this way. Apotheosis is the gradual process from man to God, where man is awakening to their godhood. Anyone born after 35 or 95 was born this way, but everyone born before that is having to go through the most painful ego deaths, where who you thought you were was really just a cover to get you to this. And you have to sacrifice facets of your mortality or 12th house. Here's really how you know how this will hit personally. Look at your 12th house and your 8th house, okay? That's what you're going to sacrifice, all right? You're going to have to sacrifice that very powerfully, your mortality, certain things. Some of you won't be able to go to sleep anymore, and you're subconsciously blocking it because you want to still have this mortal life. Like some of you won't be able to go to sleep because you're going to be generating energy that keeps you up 24/7. Some of you have already achieved this. You just have sex with a partner twice a day, and you don't even have to eat, or you don't even have to like go to sleep. I think some of you were shocked at how supernatural was. You didn't notice, but this is like the next wave. Like some of you are harnessing power at a fraction, and you think that you're harnessing the full power, and you don't even know you're not even close to harnessing even half of your full power. So just integrate with this energy. Frequency frame wars and private sector spying is occurring, where you have non-documented and independent private forces literally spying. And I want you to think Mission Impossible, highly trained level. This frequency frame wars is bringing in the next 3 months. So moving forward, the last 6 months of the frequency wars was really about forcing negative frequency and positive frequency into your sacred space. The whole purpose was not about you letting in positive and letting out negative. You don't want to let anything forced into your negative or sacred space, because this is an overruling of sovereignty. Even if it's positive, you need to have this respected. So the last 6 months of this was really flawlessly advanced. I channel so much of this right before I go live. Like I literally don't know what I'm gonna say. And that's why I don't like to prepare myself, just so I could show you guys a lot of this is channeled. Like the most I'll write are like certain like keywords, but I purposely go into this not prepared, just so I can remind myself every time I do this, this isn't me. Like I can't claim power of this. I'm a messenger of the divine. So like I'm just a vessel for this to flow through. So it's very humbling. It reminds me that I'm not alone in this. And yeah, it's very, 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 very powerful, because you're really in an effort to go into the next level of this frequency frame wars, where you're going to be much more directly affected, because we're out of the material realm and we're now personalizing this energy with Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. Things get specific in Scorpio. So from January to June was all about feeling the frequency, but not necessarily knowing exactly who it's coming from. You just knew that it was there. Now until January is having a personalization, knowing exactly who and what it comes from and dealing with it directly. The reason for this is when we're going through the last 6 months, we're passing through the realm of Pisces, where matter is diffuse and everything just blends in and of it. But then when we go through the last 6 months and we go into Virgo, we have very statistical, critical, meaningful information that's very logical and specific and is actually tangible and quantifiable and qualitative and all that other boring shit. This is very necessary though, because it's everything that we need to build our foundation. Do you see the difference between and A plus B equals C and 1 + 1 = 2? Okay, this is probably the most important thing that I have to tell you, because Sagittarius and Pisces are sick with it. Okay, Pisces can break down quantum physics at a near astrophysician level, and they can break down complex concepts that would take 2.5 chapters in your average college textbook, all by doing this. Okay, let me give you this concept, because the magic of Pisces is being able to transplant that knowledge with an emotional impulse. Whereas Virgo is now going to really bring this down and how, like, okay, no. This is what this means. A equals this, B equals this, that equals that. Okay, these are different ways. So you are being asked to open your mind to unconventional ways. Like, a Pisces could literally just be like, and then in like 2 minutes, you suddenly know how to speak German for like 5 seconds. All right, that's an extreme example. You know what I mean? But like, I want you to really flirt with that concept right there. The frequency frame wars is going to test your tenacity at how well you can keep the same energy in the face of people who want to apply deception to have you expose and express more of your hand. Other than that, with Mercury and Leo, you must speak and be your super self. And now, as we hack your super consciousness, make 2 rules. Make 2 rules about your reality and your life. Okay, here's another hack homework. So the first hack that you have is to do that dimensional door and to really connect with your greatest self. You can connect with it anytime you want. And you don't even have to use the door. You can just connect with it in any way. That was just one out of an infinite ways. The next is to create 2 laws, okay? And I want you over the next week to focus on how these laws are either already in an act, or once you say it with this contract that you're going to sign, it'll work. So here are 2 laws for me. The reason why if and conditional spells work is because you're allowing Saturn, through your commitment, to charge this. For example, here are 2 laws I have. Everyone has sovereign power, but they want to make us blind to this. We all have causality affecting ability to a degree, all right, which is why we can affect karma of others and ourselves. 2 example laws that I have, right? The first is, whoever truly loves me and whoever my heart truly loves will know health and wealth, and they'll be straight for life. And this is activating your Libra, by the way. And then the second law is, whoever has ill intent for me, whoever wishes me bad, or whoever tries to do bad on me, their intent will come back on them twice. The condition on that is provided that I do not try and get revenge by my own means. Okay? This is effectively brokering a deal with Saturn. It's like, okay, I'll handle your karma. If you choose to surrender your right to have revenge so that I take care of it, then I'll do it. Let me have my timing. But this is how it's not just magic. It's always passively and actively activated by your willpower. Okay? If you're not necessarily, some certain people can create condition spells or conditions or laws, but if they contradict it with their actions, it's not going to be strong. This is where Saturn and Mars comes in. So the homework that I have for you is to write down a contract. Write down a contract with Saturn. The sun is opposite Saturn and Pluto. Write down a contract with Saturn right now. And this is going to be a contract with Saturn. And you can bring Neptune and Pluto into this, but really sign it with Saturn. Yep, I knew it. Death. Once you sign this contract, because you've already done the the ritual we did in the beginning, this is going to transform everything. The contract you want to sign is to fully manifest the full extent of your superpowers. So I want you to write the contract with Saturn and say, this is my superpower, this is my power, period. This is under the condition of which it works. Some of you can get super detailed with this, all right? You can write the clauses upon which it works. Some of you could be like, okay, this facet of my superpower won't activate until there's nothing else I can do. Because the power is so huge and it has the potential to like shift and affect causality and hurt, you know what I'm saying? Okay, if this can only activate, you know what I'm saying, if I've exhausted all my options, there's nothing else I can do, you know what I'm saying? And if I do it, now to add more power to it, you can add a consequence. If I break this law, you know what I'm saying, I could lose, you know, you can define that with Saturn too. A consequence or a penalty can incur. Now, the purpose of this is to actually be super free with the realms of this contract. The purpose of this isn't just to sign the contract. The purpose of this is to see how you grid your power system. Given all the freedom it is to sign this contract, what is it you form? Because this is ultimately going to be way more revealing than is expected, okay? And of course, the more, you know, the more extreme the condition, the more powerful the spell. For example, if you have restrictions on your power to where if you break this certain law, then you'll die. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to trade your life or your incarnation cycle, the power is going to be that much stronger. Okay, so you can write it down, or it could be an orally said contract with Saturn. Okay, and once you sign this, you have to be willing to once again commit to this. So Shadow Hunter said, do we have to add a consequence condition or is it optional? Great question. Adding a consequence and condition is totally optional. Some of you aren't necessarily bound to that too. It's all optional. Just know, regardless, if you do not uphold your contract with Saturn, he will screw you up. And let me tell you why. When you write this contract with Saturn, you're effectively gaining a very powerful advance. Saturn is going to give you his energy up front to put you on. So it's not like this is going to manifest 6 months from now. You're going to sign this contract. Father Time, the Lord of Karma, is going to give you the energy now, and you're going to use it for 6 months to double up and reinvest. If January comes around and you don't double up or you haven't had anything to show with what you're blessed for immediately, Saturn is going to be infuriated because he's trusting you. It's very much so an energetic loan, okay? Very much so an energetic loan. Like, write down your goals, write down what it is you want to achieve with this power, all right? Talk to Saturn, let Saturn know what you're ready to do. It's not necessarily going to give it to you exactly. It's going to add on what you're doing, okay? So, you know what I'm saying? Be prepared. This is going to come supernaturally so. And you want to really allow yourself at a very powerful level to fully embrace this. And I'm talking about the full merit of your wishes coming true. Now, remember, Saturn is Father Time. So when it comes to timing, the reason why when you do this contract, it's literally going to happen now, contract instant, is because Saturn rules time, the timing of when things happen. So Saturn is trusting you that you'll be good on this 6 months from now, okay? Other than that, that's about it. Make sure you guys hit me up on InstantGo. If you guys have any questions, you can shoot me a text. Every 160 characters is $11. I'll pull cards for you. I have reading packages in that app too. And also hit me up for readings, okay? And I'm going to pull cards for the sign. So the homework is to talk to Saturn tonight, tomorrow, the new moon. And then the hack is to really spend time with your fantasy, seeing how your fantasy is made real. So I want you to envision your fantasy and see how it can be made real, and just breathe that in and breathe it out into your reality and believe it. Go full fish tart if you have to, okay? The negative haters are going to be hating hard on it, and you want to play on that energy and transmute it towards what you're doing, okay? Stand up for yourself, all right? So shout out for those of you whose world is fantasy, you're about to pull a Grammy, because this is about to set a new precedent. Aries, we have the 5 of Wands. There's a competition and a fight for this power. You want to make sure you maintain dominance, all right? But don't get too caught up in the clash. Know that the more you stay competitive and active, the better. You got this. Taurus, Taurus moon, Taurus rising. We have the 6 of Cups. A soulmate from your past life is key, okay? I even got the Devil card. So there is a very... Thank you, Nicoletta, Andre. I'll never forget about y'all, okay? The 6 of Cups and the Devil card is definitely top. I'm glad you said that, Nicoletta. With my North Node in Aquarius and with my MC in Aquarius, a lot of my success and a lot of what I do, I want to give back to the people. So like, I want to use, like, if I ever had like millions of dollars because of this, I don't want to be those people who hoard that. I want to invest that money directly back into you guys who've helped me get here, so we could all share that wealth, okay? Because my true currency, and this is going to be so corny that I say this, my true currency is really in friendship and really getting to know y'all. But anyway, the Devil card and the 6 of Cups is saying you have a very innocent, pure connection with the soulmate, but you also have dark, sexual, very strong sexual energy that you have to transmute through. So really call in your soulmate, Taurus, Taurus moon, Taurus rising, and believe. Don't worry about how. Just believe that you calling in will keep this here. Gemini, Gemini moon, Gemini rising. Ale Chale Roman, Saturn is trusting us with its power. Saturn is going to imbue you with the power to do anything you want and to accomplish anything you want more than you already could. It's literally like giving you $100,000 in advance on the word that you're going to make do with your promise and not spend all that $100,000 on cheap booze, prostitutes, liquor, and drugs. Gemini, Gemini rising, Gemini moon. We have the 4 of Swords. As you can see, I started this I almost didn't want to do this video because I was so tired. So make sure you get some rest above all. Relax. I'm glad I did this video anyway. But relax, get some rest, sleep, relax, and achieve mental breakthrough through that. Cancer, Cancer rising. Cancer moon. Oh, nice, by 36. We also have the 4 of Swords for you too. Cancer, for those of you going through depression, sleep it off, honey. Sleep it off, honey. Sleep that depression away, girl. Sleep that depression away, boo-boo. Okay? If you depressed, you go and catch you some Z's. Go and catch you some Z's, meditate, and sleep away that depression, boo-boo. Okay, sleep that away, girl. Leo, Leo moon, Leo rising. The card that we have for you is the Chariot card. Show these bitches who is boss, boo-boo. Okay, Leo, don't stop. Don't stop believing. Oh, da-na-na, da-na-na. Leo, you're just going to be riding your chariot and you're going to see some broke-ass hobos like, Leo, wait, slow down. And then Leo, promise me, you're going to be like, oh, wait, hold on, you want me to slow down? Psych! Later, loser! Don't slow down. Don't slow down. Leave the humility to Gemini and Libra. Don't stop believing. Go Girl, you better go claim victory on these. You better show people how it's like to win. Just keep moving fast. Just be like basic. Okay. Virgo moon, Virgo rising. Damn it. Virgo, are you low-key the most magical motherfucker here? Virgo, let me find out that you are Legend 27. Yo, Virgo thinks they're Pisces. Why does Virgo think they're Pisces? Virgo, I don't know what kind of super magic evolution you got, and I don't care if I'm blowing your spot right now, but what the fuck is good? Like, you're on this super subtle magic shit, and it's like, yo, like, what's wrong? What's good? Like, I hope you know, like, little to no one sees what you're doing, and you're gonna get away with whatever it is you're trying to do. Are you sure you want that smoke, Virgo? All right, I even have the strength card. Like, your charisma is on a level that's literally unparalleled. Do you want that smoke, Virgo? Because I don't think you realized how ingenious your plotting has been. Some of you have been building a case for like years, and you're not telling a single soul because you realize rolling one deep is the way to go. I mean, you're truly G. But I don't think you guys realize the cog that you're turning to completely do what you're going to do is going to create a chain of events that will really attract smoke beyond the level of which you, of course, can handle, but is it really worth it? And the answer is yes, Virgo. Go on with your bad self. The strength card is saying strut your sexy self, and if anyone has any problems, just smudge your boobs in their face, or smudge your butt in their face, or your balls in their face if you're a Virgo man. Like, you have to have this gusto of sexual charisma that's just so in your face that it's like, I don't care that I'm topless right now. I am so me and amazingly passionate. Okay. But yeah, wow. Libra moon, Libra rising. We have the Page of Swords. Oh, confirmation. Oh, Libra, let me find out you snitching. Libra, let me find out you snitching. All right, I'm just joking. We have the espionage card. So it looks like a Virgo and a Capricorn are spying on you. But I don't know why I feel like you're spying on behalf of this queen. The premier agents are Libras. Like, Libra can get information like that. You can send Libra to the heart of anything and they will come out unscathed, and then charming the people who they were supposed to get information out of. So the Page of Swords, Libra, is saying you're going to be talking to some people who want to get some information, but it's misdirection. It's like they're going to be talking to you, but they're trying to get information from you. See, Libra, it's just a lot of people don't know you're also an agent too. So it's like you're going to be low-key offended, and midway, you're just going to be like, is this motherfucker trying to pull my moves on me? Does this motherfucker think I'm stupid? Like, talking about not knowing I know why they, like, a lot of people don't know when you talk to a Libra, they know what you wanted to talk to them about within 2 words. So within the first 2 to 3 words of what you say, they know where the conversation is going. They know where they're going to direct it. And like, they're already like a few steps ahead of you. So just keep that in mind. If you're going to be playing some mind trickery with Libra, make sure you're at least Aquarius, or you at least have the balls of Aries. Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising. We have the 4 of Wands. So no one's going to shit on your parade. If anything, you're going to be on top of the world. You're going to have party central. I think you're just going to be a lot of source of fun. What's good, Scorpio? Invite your boy. Holla at your boy. Looks like you got the juice this week. Okay, if any of you Scorpios want to let the peace dealer in on that awesomeness, you know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy, because that shit's about to be sick nasty. Okay, Let your boy know, okay? Because it's like that. Sagittarius, Sagittarius moon, Sagittarius rising. We have the sun. Sagittarius, I want you to just, and you need this, Sagittarius. I need you. I don't even want you. The sun card, okay? I need you to just go out in public, or at least, see, I would say do this in your home, but you guys already do this in your home. I want you to just go out, take off your clothes, and just share your love, okay? Just completely be naked and be like, yeah! I feel like some of you have been needing to do that so much. Just take off your clothes and just dance. Just be like, yeah! Yeah! See, I was gonna say that you should just do this in your house, but 95% of Sagittariuses are already dancing around naked in their homes, just letting it swing, just like, oh, they're dancing and no music, just like, oh, hold on, let me put clothes on so I can go on Snapchat and then take my clothes off and then dance again. Like, you need to bring this outside. Like, you need anytime a Sagittarius dances naked for you, their wish comes true. Your wish comes true. And like the vibration is expanded. All right. Maybe you don't have to be naked with clothes, but be naked with your vibration. Okay. But like, if you ever want your wish to come true, just like have a Sagittarius dance naked in front of you with tribal music, your intentions will start manifesting. Like, they're just buku magical. Okay. But I don't know how to say this without sounding like a sarcastic asshole. There's an energy that comes, like when you put clothes on, they're like subconscious weights. But when you free it out and you're completely naked, even if just figuratively, this expands your energy. Okay. And if any of you sexy Sagittarius ladies want to dance, all right, that was a horrible sexual joke gone wrong. But yeah, if you want to dance naked free boy, let me know what's good. You know what I'm saying? If any of y'all want to DM or, snap your boy some naked dancers, you don't even gotta be a Sag. You know what I'm saying? This is just for research purposes, though. This is not because I'm a giant pervert. This is just for research purposes. I want to know, comment your Mars so I know, okay? This is just for research, okay? Capricorn moon, Capricorn rising. Okay, shooting my shot with arrows. Yes, we have the Sun in Capricorn card. Boo-hoo, Capricorn. I'm fed up with you. I'm fed up with you, Capricorn. What's wrong with you? This is what Capricorn be doing, y'all. Capricorn be like, my life sucks. All I have is lots of money, fame, friends, and even more money. Oh my gosh, I even have more money. What am I gonna do with my life? I'm so unfulfilled. I just have so much money and earthly power. Like, what am I gonna do? Anything that I want to go do, it just happens. What the fuck, Capricorn? Like go enjoy your money. Like, there's nothing exciting about this. You're just gonna get more money and be more obscenely rich. Like, that's literally it. Seriously, I hate you, fucking Capricorn. It's like, oh, I'm just steeped in depression. I just keep making money and rising into higher alpha. Go somewhere. Go be alone on your mountain, Capricorn. God damn you. But yeah, actually, this is talking about greater material gain, so much more money, so much more money. Did I say you're gonna make so much more money? Yeah, you're gonna make a lot. Oh, you're gonna make a lot of money. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Capricorn. I forgot to tell you, you're gonna make a lot of money. I don't think I just told you, but you're going to, oh my God, you're going to make a lot of money, Capricorn. Oh, and then there's going to be even more money. So if there's anything I didn't tell you, you're going to manifest a shit ton of money. Okay. Aquarius. Oh, one more thing, Capricorn. Money. Okay. Money and material assets. Aquarius rising. Aquarius moon. Capricorn, did I mention you're going to make a lot of money? Aquarius, I have the Four of Swords. Okay, Cancer, Gemini, Aquarius, cool out. Don't feel like you have to do too much. Really get as much rest as you can. Okay. Reese the Great, you don't have to use the lottery. I mean, you can, but this is really just earthly power manifestation. Aquarius, get some rest. They're really trying to fry your brain. Aquarius, you have to remember that you are literally the broadband sponsor of higher consciousness for all of humanity. So like the reason why I can channel so well is there's so many Aquariuses. There's at least 50 Aquarius people who live in Vegas and more than that. And I made sure to live in a tourist city with the airport, so there's constant vibrations moving frequently. Okay, holla at your boy. Now, if there was like no Aquarius, if we had an Aquarius shortage and people just assassinated all the Aquariuses in the world, we literally would not have any access to the higher knowledge and all channeling would cease, even if you had a Uranus contact. So give it up to Aquarius. They actually suffer physiological effects more because most of their energy is accessed in space. And when they're grounded in this in this material reality that is Earth, no shade to Virgo and Earth, this very, very powerfully wears on them. Aquarius is susceptible to psychic attack because they sponsor higher frequencies and vibrations. So higher entities can attack them as opposed to people who don't really have to reach that. Okay, so get some rest, get some rest, get some rest, you cosmic gods. Your plot power is evolving, and these mere mortals who dare test your mettle, I think they're going to have a rude awakening with this Mars retrograde. No, they definitely will. Pisces moon, Pisces rising. We have the Chariot card. I don't know why single ladies literally just popped into my head. Oh, the single ladies. Oh, the single ladies. Oh, shit. Pisces, what the fuck? Okay, you're literally about to do something and it's about to get you instant success. So if you don't believe me, go follow the Shiggy Show on Instagram. He's a Pisces. Like, he's just being himself. And like, he's a creator of a challenge that went viral. This is akin to what happens. It's success that just kind of manifests everything you want like that. Take a risk and like Leo, move forward. Okay? When all these people come back in your life, like, yo, what's good, homie? What's up? Yo, slow down that chariot so I can hop in and go with you to success. Or people are like, yo, man, yo, I really need your help. You know what I'm saying? Tell them I'm going to let you finish. I'm going to let you finish, but I got to go. Oh, peace, bitch. Peace, bitch. Skirt. Yeah. All right. This message is brought to you by the Death card. Because if there's one thing that you can't escape, it's death. You may be able to narrowly escape taxes, and you may be able to narrowly escape love ninjas, but you will never in your entire life escape death. It'll never happen, and it's everything you better be ready to embrace, because this week, my friends, you're going to have a special date with death, and you are going to you are going to define your relationship with death, probably for the first time ever. Believe in yourself so that death may believe in you too. Stay blessed. Kuro Sensei coming through the motherfucking building. Nikita W knows what's up. Nikita W knows what's up. Moonchild 73. Happy solar return. We have the strength card. So believe in your passion. Strut your stuff. You have the inner strength, charisma to do whatever you want. You're setting the next trend just with your heart and being you. Lily 626. We have the 5 of Pentacles, and we have the 5 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. You're working really hard, and I get the sense that you're working through past disappointment. So the work you're doing is helping you get past this, but this is someone else who's disappointed. They've seen the work you've done, and I think they have a change of heart, and they want to apologize because they've written you off incorrectly before. Khalil Lewis, you are activating your superpower through other people. In order to activate your superpower at a greater level, you have done enough on your own. Now you must interact in other people's multiverses and open up other people's hearts so that you can gain greater pieces of the puzzle through them. Mimi Yamaguchi, we have the Queen of Pentacles. It comes with the Justice card. Make a decision on your wealth and your worth. You don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from you. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at you. And the Queen of Pentacles does not even look at scrubs. So when it comes to your love life, just adopt that attitude. Rocktober born, we have the 10 of Wands. The dreams he is having is a manifestation of the burden and responsibility on him. So it's manifesting. Once he is able to get through with that burden and all the stuff he's busy with, it'll reflect in the dream world. Gladiator and Sweats, Gemini kind is getting ready to step into a whole new world of relationships. 2019 is the year to be with Gemini because Jupiter is going to be in our 7th house. This is going to open up the door once and for all. And some Geminis are already in relationships. So this is going to take this to the next level. So you're feeling that because you're feeling the people you're about to be with manifesting you. And it's also because you're about to make a lot of money and you're about to be in a position to where you could call a lot more shots and be the man. Misha Brown, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Really move forward with the new income idea. Really move forward with the new income idea. This is going to allow you to manifest your intent. I want you to imagine that the money can just come from your hands. Okay. Sheesh the Beast. We have the 4 of Pentacles. You making money too. What's up with y'all manifesting so much money? Like, oh my God, this is amazing. Dark Raw Indigo. We have the Temperance card and the 8 of Wands. So get this, Dark Raw. Things are manifesting in your life instantly, but you need to literally just surrender to it because this is going to allow for moderation. So you're going to see a quick resolution over the next 2 hours to 2 weeks from a 0 to 100, but this is going to happen in a way that balances out. So just be hands-on and accept this rapid evolution of your power. Stellar, we have the 2 of Cups. You are connecting with your true soulmate over the next 24 hours. Call this person in your heart. Feel them in your energy field. And don't worry about how. Just connect more closely. Caroline Leddick, we have the Star card. The guidance for those 2 Aries rising is to believe, believe, believe. You are going to really get through this change and enlightenment. And this is also allowing you to very powerfully accept greater ground in your own astral cosmic power to where your willing it has already allowed for it to happen in ways that help you out in nature of causality. Sandy Lancaster, we have the Tower card coming with the 5 of Cups. Your message about your August trip overseas is it's going to reveal intent and it's going to involve a mini disaster that will actually secretly be a victory for you because it's gonna be like someone gets their karma back. Okay, Leslie, and it's not like revenge though. It's like something really moves out so that you can really do what you need to do. Leslie, we have the Empress and the 6 of Cups, which is talking about such beautiful unconditional love. that you're going to be sharing, especially with your mom or a mother figure. This is talking about beauty and purity opening up in a very powerful way. So definitely open your heart. You can trust this. Connie, we have the Six of Pentacles. This younger Scorpio interest is definitely someone you can share your material resources with. You're really going to get into some philanthropy together too, if you needed assistance or vice versa. Healing our world together, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. You are sacrificing a facet of your lifestyle to gain greater productivity. So you're going to find greater ways of manifesting your worth, but this is going to 100% involve doing things, oh my God, in completely different and new advanced ways. So you have to sacrifice what you used to do something new. Binti T, will my ex commit to me this time around? The Justice card says you have to be willing to hold them accountable. Honestly, the Justice card really is saying have this dude sign a contract. And if he's not serious about signing a contract, it doesn't have to be binded by the law. It could just be between you and this person. Have them sign that they'll commit, and just by writing it down, it makes that much more real. So someone deleted their message, but they put a sign like this. The card I have for you is the Ten of Cups. Bliss and happiness is blessing you in this period to where you're going to have a spiritual peak of bliss experience and ecstasy, okay? Gabby Marino, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles is saying what is true is your need to be patient and allow things to unfold. You are controlling this with your assessment, so just let them go and just be patient. Chrissy, we have the Eight of Cups. Walk away appropriately. Do not linger. Do not find yourself really focused more. It's time to move on to the next lesson. Nicole White, we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is definitely speaking of you really working much more magically on your health, and everything you're doing for your workout routine and to be more you is working. Just keep at it, okay? Maria B, any message on working my superpower? Well, 555 is a superpower. So we have the Four of Wands and the Five of Cups. You want to already celebrate that you have it, okay? But the thing is, you already have your superpower, but accessing and harnessing your superpower is going to mean that you have to stop connecting with certain people. So it's like you can enjoy it, but it's not going to fully activate until you cut certain people off your life. It's a sacrifice, but it's still going to be cool. IMP, the channel message I have for you is to believe in the people who believe in you. Don't push away people who are trying to get to know you because they want to expose your vulnerabilities so that they can gain greater trust, okay? So keep that in mind. Divinely feminine, we have the Strength card. You're bringing out your inner goddess self, and this is also going to allow you very powerfully to be in a position to very greatly evolve your energy. Sharon Andrea, the devil is a liar. So you're going to have first-hand temptation and an encounter with an avatar and several avatars and agents for these dark forces. Use your power to blast them instantly. So don't necessarily entertain it. I even pulled the devil card. The devil is going to try and go at you, and this is a decisive battle to which you can win. It's something that you can gain great victory from, but definitely go all guns blazing. Andrea Lentz, thank you for the love. We have a decision and a court ruling that's going to transform your life. Make the decision to cut off frequencies that no longer serve you. And you've been mulling over this decision for a while. It's right to make that decision to end certain things or to start new beginnings. WalkingMiracle.me, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So you're definitely getting the prosperity you have called for. It is yours. Claim it, accept it. Wealth, millions, billions. Tati Joe, Saturn's contract for me is a bid. We have the Hierophant. So you want to make sure this contract is one that is established high in the status quo. This contract is going to be something that takes what you do and makes you an authority of it and actually builds a following and core collective around you where you build a sanctuary, okay? Are you ready to be the Pope or Popess of your own life, Tati? Sorrows, Mars and Libra in the 12th. We have the Libra card, Justice. You have advanced politics to do with the spirits around you. Sarah, you're a queen of light. So you have sovereign law that you have to write upon your heart to where your experience actually carries with it a gravitational causality. Not gravitational, but a magic effect of causality, where the law you conscript with your superpower will enact. So definitely make that decision, because you living by that law will strengthen it. Jessica T, the channeled message that I have for you is you are just oozing with light inside. And this is something that you want to use to your benefit and favor. When you look into someone's eyes, you're pumping their heart with so much love energy. And this is very hypnotic. So know that certain people are going to either feel calm or very, uncomfortable, because you'll be opening their heart and just really take this energy. Your energy is so amazing. Like, I just took some of it in and it instantly calmed me. So definitely really tap into that as it's growing, and God bless you. All right. Shauna's view. The channeled message that I have for you is to embrace your warrior spirit. Shauna's view, you might actually have to smack the shit out of certain people who are disrespecting you, because you've tried to do things in a civil way and they have really let you know that they have no intention of respecting your boundary and your space. So keep this in mind, because certain people have it in their head to where they can take advantage of your civil liberties and they can take advantage of your kindness, knowing that you're probably not going to respond in a way. And this is where they got you all the way fucked up, because they don't know that you will literally beat the living crap out of them. And this is me co-signing that, if you want to be a little bit violent here, have a little bit of discernment, but you don't have to strike a single person with your hands. This is just saying to maintain a warrior spirit and don't back down from anything. Dara D, we have the Hangman. So you want to really surrender to the changes that are occurring, because this is going to have you not only transform your personality, but you've been speaking prophecy over your life. Really allow your prophetic powers to open and awaken. Connie is arrive at Buckhead, my perfect apartment soon. 4 of Swords says yes, and you want to really give this to Libra season 2 by October to really tap in. Another card for Nisha Brown is the Queen of Swords. So you want to really trust in a lot of your supreme intelligence, okay? You're super smart, and it's going to see you through. Rebel Jades, fire! Fire! We have Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is talking about with the 10 of Cups. You want to use your intellect to really create your dream world and your dream job. You are in this now, and you really just want to reap in this and fuel this with your gratitude. T Truckin', we have the Death card. Fully embrace the end. Like, you're stepping into a whole new world. Fully embrace the end. It is over. That's the message I have for you. It is over. Get ready for this new beginning. Just kind of let go of anything that's not working and really embrace the new. Supreme's Q. Mike, will my test go well? We have the Death card, and we also have the 6 of Wands. Yes, your test will go well. And if this is really to do with the end of a certain learning, of course, the 6 of Wands is saying very great victory. N.T. Smith Full, we have the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is saying plan forward and allow yourself to really see into a lot of your future, because your ship is coming in, okay? Lori Davis, we have the 4 of Swords. You want to get appropriate rest. Sleep in extra if you have to. Any meditation you do will be doubly effective. Love Goddess, we have the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is saying walk away. Not in giving up, but just walk away and seek deeper meaning, okay? Madeline Routledge, we have the 9 of Wands. The twin flame message for you is it's not over. You're so close to manifesting physicality at a greater, deeper level with this twin flame in ways that will supersede logic. You understood that you're stronger than ever. So keep on persevering. That's the message. Keep on persevering. You're so close. Okay. 9 is 1 card away from 10 completion. Karen Christakos, we have the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is talking about the end of a difficult situation and you being in a place to manifest greater stability for yourself. The difficulty is over, okay? And it's the end of a thought forever. Brittany Lynn, you are definitely channeling twin flame vibrations through your friendships. So you want to pay attention to relationship themes that other people are going through in their life because it's a direct message for you. That's the answer. Go find people in relationships you're friends with and listen to their issues because this is going to help you know how to connect with your twin flame. Iota, we have the Justice card. You're stepping into a greater marriage cycle. There's a decision that has to be made to where you're going to decide what it is you want in love and what it is you don't want in love. So hold people accountable to these rules. Carla Meyer, we have the Hierophant card. So there is marriage for both of you in these cards. The Hierophant is definitely talking about what is your sense, what is your moral compass, and what is your status quo? What is your way and what is your status quo? What are you willing to really adhere to? Because this is going to really mold a lot of your philosophy. Ile Anati, what will happen with Adam and me? We have Judgment, the Awakening, and this will cause earthquake and shaking. Are you ready for your wishes to come true with Adam at the expense of your whole life changing? You're going to have what you want, but it's going to change your entire life. If you're ready for everything to come out in the open, congrats. Divine Tribal Soul. Hello, Desiree. We have the Star card. This is talking about a 100% manifestation of your wildest dreams, okay? This is super awesome. This is literally a lot like you completely having the best case scenario. So keep hopeful. This is manifesting now. Karen Christakos, again, the channel message that I have for you is to allow the subconscious energy that you have within you to just flow uninhibited. This isn't even really channeling. This is just letting your inner world out. Your psychic ability will quickly, rapidly evolve through this, okay? K. Martin, we have the Hangman. Your prophetic power is opening, and you just want to let the situation allow itself to let go because this is going to naturally lead to victory for you, okay? So just let the situation work out as it is. Lena Love, challenges at work, how to overcome and kick butt. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Exercise your discernment, exercise your rational focus, and really do what you can to spend your money wisely because you're going to have more money to spend. This is talking about managing your funds and gaining more money too. Ascension Essentials. Are the dolphins really talking to me or am I cray? I swear to God, you see my hands? I pulled the King of Cups and there's literally a sea creature here in the back. So you're not crazy at all to be developing communication with these dolphins. And I need to let you know this is not necessarily limited to just those aquatic creatures. You're Eliza Thornberrying this shit. Nika, we have the 8 of Cups and we also have the 6 of Pentacles. You have support for you somewhere. This message is coming in strong. There's someone who is there's support for you. There are people who have the money and resources to fund what it is you want to do with your life, but you have to be willing to walk away from where you're from. You might have to move. You have to be willing to travel for it, okay? Tasha Martinez, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, which is talking about developing a new talent, especially when it comes to how you express yourself. This could also be talking about you being in a position to develop a new love interest. But yes, you will find out who you were in a past life. But the key to this is to listening to your inner child, Tasha. Your heart is going to, through your heart and through what you love doing, give you the clues to who you used to be in your past life. What you love is the indicator. Specifically for you, this isn't like a general platitude that works for everyone. Susan Brigham, your peace and every moment you share with others is going to initiate them into greater peace. So keep that in mind, because a whole lot of how you share this energy can make people quite addicted to you. This isn't going to drain you. This is actually going to give you more energy like an extrovert. But be very careful who you share this energy with. Be very careful who you share your dreams with too. Certain people are unstable and they may switch when it doesn't work the best, let's say. Lena Love. For love, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Your love life is with a very wealthy individual who is working and has a lot of earthly powers. So I get the sense that, you know what I'm saying, this might be tied into your financial career world, but I get the sense this is who's coming into your life like now, okay, with this eclipse. Heidi, I love you, Heidi. What do I have to tell you about a certain situation? We also have the Four of Pentacles, but the Ten of Pentacles. So I'm not entirely sure about what this situation is for you, but whatever it is, you're going to come out of it a millionaire. And if you're already a millionaire, I'm talking about serious wealth, okay? Either whether this is you gaining greater recognition, striking gold, this is wealth that you're going to solidify and keep for a while. So I really want to say like millions of dollars that you're going to really step into, or really consolidate greater. Let me make sure. Crystal Schlein. Crystal, if you donated with the finger, then you're the one that I pulled, and I got the 10 of Cups. But other than that, y'all stay blessed, you guys. Send me some love energy. Y'all are the best. I'm gonna work on this, energy in the best way. Heidi, this could also have to do with somebody who's holding on to something that belongs to you. The Four of Pentacles could be you gaining information from family, but someone's being stingy and miserly with it, and you're having issues kind of getting it. But honestly, the cards are screaming out money. I think the cards honestly are talking about something else, because it's talking about you stepping into a lot of money before your birthday, like late July into August. It's going to open the door to this. So you stay blessed, everybody. Much love. That was a fun piece episode. Until next time.